Welcome into the Chop and Beef Show, your number one source for National Basketball Association news and notes, rumors, NBA playoffs. We are here to make sure that you are well informed. And I'm full of shit. What's up, fellas?
We're off.
Blazing start, as usual. Bringing it in hot.
Right.
Well, yeah, how's it going? I want to say hello to you guys first before I get
Happy
right
Memorial
into it.
Day, guys.
Yeah. Is it happy, though? Is it ever happy?
It's a sign of reverence. It should be a
What-
day of reverence.
What'd you do? What'd you do for Memorial Day?
Smoke cigars, watch basketball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
8 o'clock at night basketball, though.
Yeah, it was. But, I mean, game's over by 10, 11.
Oh, I watched it, too. I had the
11:30.
wifey watching it.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Locks, what'd you do last night?
Did you watch last night's game?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a waste of time.
Oh, it was great just seeing Boston tears flood.
Game
flood the
6 was.
arena.
I was kind of waiting for that same shit to happen though last night, but they just ran out of time. Like it, and I don't know. I don't understand how
Yeah,
Boston could be a 7-point favorite and then get
Of course,
smashed.
they could score 23 points in 2 minutes.
Yeah, it's total NBA.
Lebitard said today that the game was over after the first play when Jason Tatum rolled his
True
ankle.
story.
He said they went from one of the most exciting plays of their history that's going to be lost in history now because that Derek White putback was unbelievable in Game 6 to win the game. And then the very next play, Jason Tatum rolls his ankle.
Yeah.
So no one will ever remember Derek White's putback in Game 6.
That's okay. Fuck Boston. What?
Oh, well.
I thought Derek White was the Afro kid from North Carolina, but apparently he went to somewhere other than North Carolina.
All right.
What's going on, Locks? What'd you do for St. Patty's Day?
St. Patrick's Day, stayed in. We're in full construction mode here at the house.
St. Patrick's Day?
Yeah, whatever
That's
the holiday
what he
was.
said. The holiday, yeah. Day of reverence. Actually, I took a day off too. I was off on Friday.
What?
I took Friday off because
Is that allowed?
I mean, it's dead anyway, and y'all, the amount of work that we had to do here to get everything ready for then today had all the guys here taking the tile out, and tile installation will start in the bathroom. So
Nice.
Yeah, a lot of
Moving
work.
and shaking.
You actually went Halloween shopping already. Halloween costume shopping already.
how's that?
You're wearing the Kid Rock fucking costume
I
already.
mean, this is
There
we're
it
going-
is.
at the end of this month. We're having our family beach trip at Myrtle Beach, so I'm just getting ready. Going to
Atta boy.
go down to Dirty
That's good
Myrtle.
looking.
Pretty
You know
Hey,
what's
does
funny?
does the shirt change colors when it's colder?
It's all. I'm always cold, baby. Ice cold.
You
No,
are.
his nipples get hard though.
That too. Yeah.
You're as cool as the other side of the pillow, bud.
It's a little tight. It's a little high up on the white tan line, golf tan line.
It's Locks. That picture came up today of my awesome tan line from
It's
15 years
Southbridge.
ago. Yeah, it came up today. Me and Slick Willie in the pool,
Yeah, that
and these awesome.
Those guns.
It's
Look
pretty
at those-
similar today.
it's
Look
pretty
at those
similar.
summer guns.
It was night and
Oh.
day, night and day.
Whose arms don't see
God.
the sun.
Yeah.
In South Carolina, if you're any whiter, you'd be wearing a hood.
On that note, speaking of hoods, JJ, before the show, you said we had to bring up online dating. We're just going to get right into that
Diving
right
in head
this
first.
minute. Yeah, that's where we're going
This
to.
is a fantastic
Number one,
story.
to get the mood raised up a little bit. We
And
might have a special guest tonight too. I don't know.
oh, really?
Maybe.
Well, to talk about the ways of the world nowadays, a buddy of mine, one of my cigar buddies, 28 years old, getting out of the Navy. No, he's actually, I don't want to mention any names. We'll just call him Lieutenant Dan.
Ice cream.
He's been on a couple dates with this girl, about 27, about same age. Anyway, they were texting each other Sunday. It's like, hey, let's go out for drinks. And she's like, oh, I don't know yet. Let me see, blah, blah. And, they'd already done the nasty and all that good stuff. And anyway, she says, yeah, I'm just
Three
a little
anyways.
annoyed. I'm just a little annoyed today. Like, oh, yeah, what are you annoyed about? My buddy, says, what are you annoyed about? And she goes, my boyfriend. Right. Locks, you had to look.
showstopper. I don't pay attention a lot,
My
but I kind
boyfriend-
of got the gist of the story. What the fuck?
That's awesome.
Exactly. I mean, what the hell happened to romance, love? You know,
So, did they hook up?
well, yeah. A couple hours later, she texted back, "Yeah, he broke up with me. Let's do drinks." Well, what?
Who knew? Who knew? That's one you definitely bring home to mom.
I was just saying, and was he like okay with that, and they just carried on?
Well,
like
now
nothing
that you
happened,
know
or-
her true characters, I think you appropriately use her for the means that should be used. You know, I mean, like I said, like B said, that's not the one you're bringing home to mom.
No,
Michael
Sure.
Palkovics checks in, says, so he's not the boyfriend?
No. And here comes the rapid fire statements here, the part of the program. Here we go.
6:25 in.
That's a great story. That's a great story.
That's
Well,
terribly.
can you believe
Wait.
that though?
Yeah.
Does his,
no,
does his
very-
name rhyme with Rob?
No.
Oh,
It rhymes with morning dew. And
All right.
The blast part.
yeah, that was a terrible rhyme.
I don't know what the fuck.
It's one of
I
those
should be
words.
a rapper.
It
I mean, what
rhymes
the fuck?
It rhymes with orange.
It rhymes with orange.
Almost
The
as
word
bad
that
as
nothing can
Orange.
rhyme with.
almost as bad as my segues. Speaking of morning dew,
Moist.
do you know this man?
Here, hold on. Let me make it easy for the audience that's watching. See if you know the resemblance.
Move your head a little bit to your right.
Oh, okay. Look at this. Look at it be. Look at it be. Look at it be.
Friend of the,
The
show.
person
Had a
that's
little,
cost me years of therapy.
friend of the show.
Friend of the show. Solid.
He's a supporter of the show.
Yep.
Spent 24 hours in jail. Yeah, good times.
It happens.
It does. We don't have to get into
Wrongfully accused.
very much so,
Of
but it
course.
doesn't matter.
Wrongfully accused.
He's
Even
got
the
a
judge
mugshot.
said it. Even the
And it's
judge
got-
said it.
Innocent until proven guilty. This is
Well,
America.
there was no appearance of guilt on those hands, and
This time. No, I'm just kidding.
Ooh.
no, well, maybe lube, but nothing more than that.
Oh,
Yeah,
Here
no
we
fist. Let
go.
me put it that way. Yeah, gold digger number 3 accused of assault. So
Speaking of gold diggers,
right, what?
Mike Palk joins the show.
number 3.
Oh my God, you both are wearing matching shirts. Dick
Cheers, folks.
Welcome
Dick
in, Mr. Palkovics.
And more impressive, he showed up with a Coors Light shirt.
Yeah.
It's almost like we coordinated this.
Yeah.
Hey, at least I know where you stand, Locks. You got the Coors Light shirt
Oh,
on.
I can't find a Rolling Rock shirt. Can't
He
even find a Rolling
loves-
Rock to drink in this state.
Hold on. Well,
See?
come
we
down.
can do it.
Come down to Tejas. Go to the Walmart on Staples.
Boy,
They
Casey,
got your 30 packs.
we used to drink a lot of Rolling Rock in college, didn't we, Case?
We did.
I
did.
swear, I looked.
I
for
can
it
get
right
you a
here. I
Rolling
can't
Rock
find it.
T-shirt. That's no fucking problem.
That was the
Hold on.
first. That was the
I have
first.
one.
The first beer I ever drank. Actually, was a Rolling Rock. I had 4 of them and passed out at the Lincoln Memorial.
That was my first beer.
Yeah, that's a place to drink. That's a
I
great
don't-
idea.
Speaking of reverence,
I was with my brother, who I'll be this weekend,
solid.
who works for the Coast Guard.
My first R&R was I don't know how old I was. I'm gonna say 6, 7. Notre Dame game on a Saturday. My dad said, "Here, take a sip of this." It must not have been a good game because he didn't seem to care.
So you had a
Pretty
couple, 2,
occupied.
3 of them.
No, I just had a couple sips. It wasn't as good as Memorial Day lacrosse championships.
Well, you need. A
How
little
about
patience.
those Notre Dame lacrosse?
You need a
Natty
little
title.
patience. You need a little
forgot to
patience.
mention
That's on the list. That's on the
Hmm.
list. It's right.
Was it on the list? All right.
Thought I saw
Right
something
here.
about like first 4 out Notre Dame for the NCAA baseball tournament. Too.
You know what?
Yeah,
That's
it
a-
doesn't
Not
matter when.
in, but
Hold
out.
on. If it goes like lacrosse, we're all good. Because
Uh,
last year Notre Dame lacrosse should have been in. They held them out. They bounced back and won the whole game.
Oh, so it's battle back. Okay.
Yeah, it's the bounce back. It's the bounce
Yeah.
back.
It's
effect.
all the Notre Dame sports giving pressure to the football team to act like a fucking champion.
the butterfly
Hey,
effect.
JJ, a Notre Dame team that wears gold helmets with face masks won a championship on a football field.
Yeah. Who would have thunk it?
First time since '88.
You thought that kind of talk? That's not really appropriate.
It was 34 years since the head coach,
We don't need to hear such negative language.
Coach Corrigan. Can't think of
Yes.
his name.
And Corrigan got hired in '88.
Imagine that. So that's easy math.
There you go. Oh, I'm smelling karma.
Is that a ring on your finger, Mr. Powell?
Oh,
It looks like a championship ring.
Is that a little league championship ring?
Finalists.
read closely.
We get finalist
What's it say?
ring.
State
now.
finalist. Perfect.
You're
game.
wearing
State
A
finalist.
little league championship ring.
Wait, did you guys win?
We did not. That's why it says finalist and not champion.
God, you have to-
Oh,
how many rings do you have?
My gay.
There's so many. Just pass out the paraphernalia. It's crazy.
This is what your money gets you.
Oh,
To be
an
honest,
Yeah.
attendance prize.
You don't realize that.
Yay!
You don't realize that
Participation award.
you're paying for it on the front side. That's the
Fuck.
thing. Yeah.
Yes.
yeah.
Yes.
You're teaching kids to be mediocre. Good
Man,
job.
We should have held this to the end. This was the perfect hard stop, JJ.
Hey, I found your Rolling Rock T-shirt right here.
Mine's white. I like that one though.
Oh, here we go with the
That's a good
racism
green.
comments again.
Mine's
Fuck.
white.
Who's commenting?
Hey, we were the state finalists. Now, to get to the championship, which you have to get one of these bad boys, we won in extras. We won 4-3.
Right.
And extra innings in Little League is a whole bag of, you don't like the extra runner in MLB?
Yeah.
Oh, let me introduce you to extras in Little League.
We get it.
7U.
Do you know the rule, Case?
Yeah.
Go ahead. Tell it. If you know.
Bases loaded, one out.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yes.
Yeah.
They take the
They-
last three hitters.
The last three
So-
outs.
Say the four of us are on a
Realize
team, and Casey's supposed to be up. I go to third, JJ goes to second, Locks goes to first, Casey's up with one out.
You were putting me on third. I'm too goddamn slow.
Wow.
Well-
You
But
walk.
so we got the higher seeds. We're the home team. Bases loaded, one out, going to extras, tied 3-3.
I mean,
Go ahead.
that's not fair.
Well, here's how it's. You're right. It's not fair. When we do a bunch of 7-year-olds, it
Yeah.
becomes hilarious. A fly ball to our left center fielder who can catches the ball. Kid on second from the other team took off. He was at third base by the time our kid caught the ball. All we do is throw it back in.
Yeah.
I like the aggressive base running.
Mhm.
Absolutely. But we threw it back in, overshot the second baseman, went to the first baseman. First baseman tried to throw it back to Royce, who now is covering second as a shortstop.
Pop
Overthrew him, went back to the left fielder, and we made it back to second base for the kid.
Hey,
on
pal,
third.
keep going. I'll be back.
You,
I gotta
you play the Benny Hill music in the background.
Dude, we literally had 5 Diamond Kings players touch the ball and make a double play.
Wow.
Anyone else just happy to see JJ walk out with pants
Oh.
on? I mean,
Solid point.
I'm not happy to see him walk out to go pee, but he had pants on.
It really wouldn't have been a shock he was naked. I don't know if I
I'm
would have
not
laughed.
saying naked, but there would like some flowery, not flowery even, but just some loud boxers of some
Yeah.
sort, you know?
It's like a
It-
Zubas situation.
It is surprising.
It was
But-
literally when he got up, I was like, oh, here we go. This is a bit. This has got to be a bit.
Well, he came back for the best part. So anyway, we go to the bottom of the inning. First batter. No, JJ, it gets better, I promise. First batter.
Not yet.
Hard
10
ball
minutes
to
on
the-
Little League Texas baseball.
We win. First batter.
This is why he's here.
Here we go. No.
But let me tell you, it's quick. I'm gonna tell you how we got the state finalist. We were the 2 seed.
One.
On. We were the
2, 3. Nope.
2 seed. Hey, you gotta load it.
4 more times.
2 seed played
going.
the 1. We're the 2, played the 1. So we get up first. Royce gets to third base, and it's good. Pop up to shortstop. Coach tells him to tag up. Don't know why. But then Royce runs halfway home, looks back to see if the ball, what was going on, gets thrown out at home. He proceeds to throw his helmet basically from home plate to the dugout. He was just walking off and took his helmet and threw it. And coach said, pick up your helmet. He kicks his helmet, goes in the dugout, throws his glove, threw a bat. Coach,
This is what we've all been waiting for.
long story short,
yes.
Coach
I gotta
says,
aim it just right.
You,
There it is.
you're done.
Damn it!
You're benched. Leave the dugout. So Royce misses the entire first inning. We were down 7-1 after the first inning, and a lot of that had to do with the fact that we didn't have our starting shortstop.
Oh,
Now-
Oh, big 7-year-old. Yeah.
No, seriously, they just who we had to move around didn't know how to play the position. But here's the thing: I'm sitting there laughing because everybody's like, "What's up with Royce?" I'm like, "I don't know. It's almost like he was raised by somebody who
Maybe he's
when he-
blinded by the flash fucking photos you take of him every goddamn baseball tournament.
It's possible, but it might be because he was raised by a man who, when he was a sophomore, he should have been ejected. I swear it was a ball. 24 years later, that was a fucking ball. I don't know who this guy is, but he launched his bat from the batter's box to the dugout.
Case, show that
Boy.
family photo again.
And
Real quick.
And Speedy was called back and
Real
said,
quick. Hold on, pal.
I can't bring it up. Why can't I
You can
bring
do
it
it. You can do it. Hold on, pal. This is a good family story, too. Hold on. It's only got 2 more shots left. Hurry up.
Speaking of 7U Texas,
Yeah, this guy right here,
yeah.
the only game he went to, and I played football and baseball, he went to one fucking football game. I broke my nose, had a migraine, got knocked out of the game, and he looked at me with such disgust and disappointment because I couldn't fucking play anymore. Okay? Yay, family.
speaking of Yay family, is there an East Coast versus West Coast bias?
Yes.
Give it to me, JJ.
For what?
I don't know. It's
We
just
bring
on
it
the
up every
list.
week when we show up, when we do these stats on Tony Gwynn.
So college baseball is a thing too, and they're talking
How
about
great
RPI.
was Tony Gwynn, and no one knows about him in the East Coast.
Locke said it best. He was night.
Right.
I can't help the
You know.
Earth is actually not flat.
Shohei Ohtani, Trout, Griffey
Well, yeah.
back in the day. You know,
No, everybody.
until he went to Cincinnati.
I don't know about Griffey because Griffey was insanely popular. Beef, you were in
I used to
Jersey.
see him.
But
Yeah.
I never watched him play really.
No, I didn't watch.
Yeah,
I saw
until he
highlights
gained-
of it.
Seattle, you never watched him play unless he was in the playoffs.
I saw highlights of him because he hit home runs. You didn't see highlights of Tony Gwynn going 3 for 4.
Right.
That's true.
He was always the guy
That's
on the
true.
side of the screen that said Gwynn
Right.
3 for 4,
Mhm.
3
This thing
doubles,
loaded? Oh.
3 turn.
Yeah,
get
and by the way, I missed that Sports Center where they would have like the on
Dick
the
Trickle, 29th.
Love some
With the whiff.
You know what? You know what I heard this weekend, which was troubling on Memorial Day, no less.
Yeah.
Dick Trickle took his own life.
Yeah.
Hold
Like
up,
I just tried to.
that's how he passed.
Didn't he have like CTE or something like
Yeah,
that?
he had all sorts. I think he had terminal cancer too. He had
Oh,
something,
okay.
but
Yeah.
Hey, you know what? And I'm not
I
trying to
didn't
be
know
rude
that.
about this one. He went out the way he wanted to. He didn't want to be. He didn't want to be a burden. Didn't want to cause his family any more grief. Fuck it.
speaking of going out the way you wanted to, do you think the Celtics went out the way they wanted to yesterday in Boston?
That was awesome.
Wow.
That was fantastic.
Segueing back to
Wow.
Lox, what are you watching on your phone?
Porn.
I was checking out highlights from baseball.
Griffey?
Yeah.
Tony Gwynn.
How's your
Tony
fantasy
Gwynn.
baseball team?
Good. I
Yeah.
was in last place and I'm in third.
I was in like 6th
Big
place, and
weekend.
now I'm in last. I think
I know that's how it goes. Gotta pay
Yeah,
attention to that
yeah.
sucker.
you got to pay attention, huh?
Yeah, Palk knows.
I said my
We
team.
talked.
I'm in third place with the most points scored in the league.
Yeah.
We talked
I don't
about
play
Pauk's
fantasy
son about 7U baseball. Do you think Jimmy Butler is Michael Jordan's son? That's
Yes.
the rumor going around now.
Where does this come from?
Someone split a photo of those two at the same age, and
What?
they look alike. And
Do you know Jimmy
going
Butler?
nuts. Huh?
Anybody know who Jimmy Butler's parents are?
Mr. and Mrs. Butler.
I never met him. No.
Well, I don't know. I
Mrs.
don't know
Butler Jordan?
the intricate details, but the long and short of it is, he was in an orphanage and was adopted. He has white parents.
You're right. Yep.
Oh,
Yeah.
the plot thickens.
That's what I'm saying.
We gotta do some deep dive internet.
Michael Jordan sold a kid for gambling debts. Oh shit!
You heard it here first.
We're spreading the rumor right now.
Yikes.
Sold a perfectly good baby.
And look how we ended up winning,
Right.
beating the number 1, the number 2, and the number 5 seed to get to the championship. And not only that, they didn't play basketball for 3 games. They were up 3-0, almost blew it for the first time in 151 times of a team going 3-0. And they just let Boston right back in it to just go ahead and beat them by 30 on their own home court. It was awesome.
I like that. I like that better than sweeping them. I don't know why.
I think it's even better that, thank God, another Boston team did not come back 3-0. Because they would have been, Boston fans would have been intolerable.
Dave
Well, no.
Roberts.
But did you see the fun stat that Boston sports made, or not that they
Give
made,
it
but
to us.
they made history. The Bruins and the Celtics
Yep.
are the only teams from the same city to lose a game 7 to a number 8 seed in the same month or whatever. That like
Same season. I
That's
think.
just
yeah,
phenomenal.
the same season. Like it was like layered upon layered upon layered of.
Pretty tough.
I am no lover of Miami, but I think this sports story is amazing for both those clubs.
Yeah,
This is-
become.
Yeah, this is like, if you want to segue, get ready. This could be a lot like the dude in the PGA Championship. If Denver goes out and just smacks the shit out of them, everyone's going to forget about how awesome the Heat were. If the Heat make this a series and it goes 7 games, or by God, if they somehow win it, it'll be a great story ever. But if not, it's just going to get squashed like a bug, just like that dude Michael.
Well,
Yeah,
I
you
think
forget.
Yeah.
Go ahead,
You'll
go
forget.
ahead.
You'll totally
Once
forget.
they stopped making those EA Sports basketball games with it was Bulls Lakers and Bulls or Lakers Celtics EA Sports before it was like NBA 2K, all this stuff. It was usually the finalist name. So like you'd have every year, and I bought it on Sega Genesis every year. You know, it was like Bulls Blazers.
Yeah.
I'm like, are you getting Bulls Blazers? You're gonna be like Nuggets won. Who'd they beat? Who did the Nuggets
Exactly.
beat?
Right.
Yeah.
And they're already talking like this could be the lowest TV ratings for NBA Finals.
Oh,
How pissed is
What?
David Silver? He had
so
Lakers
begging
Celtics.
for
He had Lakers Celtics
Yeah.
right here in his hands,
or Knicks Lakers. Yeah, but
and he gets Miami and Denver.
Good. Because
but
Jokic,
you know-
Jokic is a animal. Like
If he was marketable, then he'd be the best player in the world. Like,
Same thing.
Yeah.
no, he's super marketable. Have you
goes
seen the pictures when he was 13? Those are hilarious.
yeah, with man
Goes
boobs.
and does his,
Yeah.
does his job.
Fat
Next thing you know,
kids
he has
can do
40
well.
points.
you know,
He averages 52 points against the Heat.
Yeah, that's what I
What's
saw
the-
too.
what's the
That
rest
when
of the
they
team
played
average?
this year, they smashed them.
It was like 52 points and 22 and a half rebounds in 2 games against the Heat this year.
It's an awful matchup in Miami. Yeah. The
Bam
whole-
had Bam
It
had
is.
trouble with whoever he was playing, the kid from Tennessee that plays on the Celtics. That was in Jimmy Butler's face. Forget his name.
no, it was.
But-
Like I said, both both Miami teams are ultimate underdogs, and that's
I'll tell you what. I
that's a
don't know.
cool story.
I don't know who's watching other than you and I, JJ. The NHL final or semifinals and finals, man. But
The
man,
Panthers.
there's no more likable team in hockey than the Florida Panthers. I don't think. Matthew Tkachuk is by far my favorite player in the league right now.
The
It's
Panthers
unbelievable.
are great. They're on a roll, but don't take away from Las Vegas.
Oh, Las Vegas is gonna beat them, I think. But
not only that, you think of a team who's only been in existence for 6 years,
they've been in the final twice.
and they've been in the finals twice,
That's
and they've
what I
been in
was
the
gonna say.
playoffs 5 out of the 6 years. I mean,
And the beautiful thing is, I know Lux is like, I'm out of this conversation, but when they did
it's
their
fine.
expansion draft, they get to take like teams get to protect players and
Yeah.
you're protecting the stars and whatever. But
Uh-huh.
the way that they went and picked a team and were immediately competitive, it was awesome. I mean,
Yeah, I
even
remember
Seattle was
Yeah, Seattle.
The Kraken,
competitive.
they made
They were
the
Yeah, the
competitive
Kraken
this
did
year.
it for the second year. In
Yeah.
the second year, they made it in the playoffs,
What?
and didn't Vegas actually replace coaches after?
Yeah, we
The
had
second year after the
New
cup?
York Rangers have Gerard Gallant or had
Yeah.
Gerard
So
Gallant.
I mean, they're still staying steady and doing well, and it's
Yeah,
just
fun.
when we were doing notes tonight, Hockey Town, USA, Vegas, Charlotte, Miami, and Dallas. That's
it.
your hockey towns.
You can put a
You-
piece of
that
ice
was the
outside
final
in those
four.
places.
Your
Yeah.
final
It's like-
four was those four teams. The most
Every-
northern city was Charlotte.
Every one of those teams is south of I-40.
That's right.
Right.
It's crazy.
So,
Crazy
so
to think about.
real quick, I know Beef, you probably know the answer. Maybe you do, JJ. What? And I don't. What is the relationship between the Kachuk on the Panthers to Keith Kachuk from when I was growing up?
Son.
Son.
Okay.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Keith's
Yeah,
got
they've
two
seen him.
sons, Brady and Matthew, and they're both in the league. Brady plays for Ottawa, and Matthew for
Yeah.
Matthew was at Calgary. Florida traded their best player, Jonathan Huberdeau, like franchise ever best player,
Yeah.
and like two others, Uyghur, who was a defenseman, and picks, and got Matthew Kachuk, and the whole place was like, "Oh, we just won the President's Cup, which is the best record in the league last year. The hell are they doing?" And now they're in the Stanley Cup final.
But isn't hockey becoming one of those, like you referenced Trout and Ohtani, aren't like the best players on teams that aren't really accomplishing much as a team?
Yeah, I mean the best player on in the world is probably Connor McDavid, and he's on
McDavid, yeah.
Edmonton.
And isn't Eichel doing it?
Eichel didn't score this year, unless he scored last night, which I don't think he did. I turned it off at 3-0, so I don't know.
And the Blackhawks got the number one pick next year in the draft.
No shit.
And they got a star coming.
Yeah.
That's the one thing I noticed about hockey. Like you think there's not a lot. I know there's a lot of line changes and stuff, but you think a dominant player can change the course of your franchise, and it doesn't seem to happen.
You got to have three good lines now in hockey.
Yeah.
And that's just it. That's what the Tampa Bay Lightning had for years until this year. And besides getting old,
They'd
true.
run out 4 guys, and
Yeah,
then
they'd
the
run
hot
out 4.
goaltender, a hot goalie in the playoffs.
So that was you lose a line and you're not getting.
You got to get guys that want to be on that fourth line, that want to play 4 minutes a night.
Yeah.
Don't-
and hustle and I don't think hockey players ever have an issue with hustling, but
Well, it's crazy. Like an average line shift is like 4.5 minutes or something like that. Or
45 seconds to
Is
a
that-
minute.
What?
yeah,
Yeah.
they just go, and they're gassed. They got to come
If you
back
hear
off.
somebody, if you
Think
hear
about
somebody,
constantly running
I guess
45
defense
seconds.
stays out longer though. So I guess that's
defense stays out longer, and they're usually the most minutes a defenseman plays a game is like 26, which is a ton.
yeah.
How many in the
26
how many in the penalty
30.
box though?
That doesn't
Yeah.
count as on ice.
Oh, okay.
Speaking of, go ahead, JJ.
no, that's it. No, that was it.
I forget what my segue is.
Oh, I was gonna
but
say, going back to hockey, how about Koepka being in the box at the Panthers games completely?
Did you see
coked
this?
out and crashed?
That's what everybody says. Man.
Holy
I don't know.
he didn't blink for like 10 minutes.
He does that all the time though, for real. Like, so maybe he's always on.
I think he slept in the box that night.
I mean,
He was just like,
he's
Jesus.
crazy. Yes, he and his buddies down there have a box,
oh, yeah, they have a lot of boxes.
and yeah, they go to every game. So he's not.
Yeah,
he's a wild
He
man.
likes it.
He likes it, and he's friends with who were they talking to? Oh, the guy, one of the guys. That's a good one. Good one, Case.
Yeah,
one of the players. Yeah,
One of the players he's really good
One of the
with.
players of
is
the Panthers, yeah.
Rambird.
Or the goalie, Bob's.
It's not Bob.
Yeah, look at that. That's a good look. Go, Bruce. Brooks. Yep.
Look at that red nose too. I mean, like,
Oh my God!
all
He
we're
is
doing
so
tonight
liquored
is
up.
spreading rumors.
future
Eddie
father.
Lockett checks in. Says,
Future
didn't
father.
Vegas win the cup their first year in the league? They went to the Stanley Cup final
No, they lost.
and they lost. Yeah,
But yeah, that was
What-
that was kind of the
what-
story
wait.
of one.
Was that the inspiration for all the Vegasness? Like the Oakland A's are now going to be the Vegas
Probably.
probably Aces.
You know
You
what
keep them as
they
the A's. Then we're Philadelphia to Oakland, but if you're in Vegas, you got to throw a CE in between the A and the S.
I hope not.
Aces.
I go ahead.
that would be great.
Right?
But do you
It's
take away?
pitching Aces.
Do you
I
have
mean,
to buy
come
the
on.
name from the Reno team because Reno's
Ooh.
Oh, are they?
called the
Okay.
Aces? Yeah.
Come to Vegas Blackjacks or some shit like that. That'd be sick.
I don't know.
Although,
But
guess
I-
all the new gear,
okay,
the new
hey,
hats,
you know what?
JJ.
Hey,
Huh? You know what pisses
Where's
me off?
Lux?
I'm
Where's
really
Lux?
pissed off about this fucking owner. He's a piece of shit.
Yeah. he's
Well,
pretty bad.
Well, here's what I know. Locks, you can appreciate this. Playing fantasy baseball, if I need a pitcher, I'm like, who's pitching against Oakland tonight?
Oakland.
Let me go,
Yeah, you got to pick
let me go
on
find that guy.
Let me
terrible.
tell you what.
It doesn't matter who it is. He's putting up 20 points.
Me and my buddy started gambling against the A's every
Hell
game
yes.
A
so
lot of
far.
people. Yeah, they're going to take
It's
them off
so
the board.
bad.
Yeah, they're gonna start taking them off the
They're
board.
going to have to. Do they have 12 wins?
The other night,
10?
this was
12.
Saturday night.
No,
Go
they
ahead.
beat,
Saturday night's
they beat
game.
the Braves. They beat the
Okay.
Braves.
They beat
Yeah,
the Braves
11.
last night. Lost that one.
11. Yeah.
But I'm profitable so far. Anyway, on Saturday night, the A's had a pitcher that had a 6.45 ERA. They had a pitching change and took it off the board. It's like,
Yeah.
what the fuck? How
Yeah.
can it be any worse than 6.45? 6.45
They're
ERA
bad.
for Christ's sakes.
Speaking of this,
11 and 45. God.
we picked teams, right? The three
Yes,
of
we
us
did.
anyway, picked teams. I had the Rockies.
Yep.
Right.
JJ had the Royals.
I got the wins.
And
24 and
I
31.
love it.
I was
Oakland's
kind of
11.
forced into that one.
And Kansas City's got 17 and 38 right now.
I'm only 5 back.
Colorado's just
Second.
turning it up.
Yeah.
am I winning?
Colorado went 5-5 this week and really turned the corner.
Oh, that's how you do it.
Yeah,
Well,
9 games back
hey,
in first place.
I'm sorry that, well, JJ included,
Terrible.
we're in the toughest division in fucking baseball. Everybody's above 500, and the Yankees will be in first place in all but 2 divisions.
Hold on.
Aw.
I can't be
Sorry.
bothered with this Oakland A's and Rockies talk.
Yeah, I tell you what. Before you look at the top of the range, let's try to catch up to the Orioles.
Hold on.
You're
We're
fortunate.
I'm looking up. We're one game back.
There
3
you
in
go.
the loss
Catch up to
column.
the Orioles
Two.
and then look at all the rest.
3 in the
Yeah.
loss column.
But no,
for the Orioles.
I don't know where it's at now, but it was like 2 weeks ago. The AL East was on pace to average. If you took all the wins divided by 5, average win total was going to be 103. The AL Central was 68.
Oakland A's are averaged to lose 100 games.
No, 100. They're on pace to lose 131.
All right, here's some stats for you that I discovered because I have two friends of mine that live in Oakland.
On purpose?
Yeah, they actually love it. They're actually A's ticket holders.
Yeah. That's
Weird.
probably pretty
There they are. We know them.
It's them.
Yes,
Those two.
Friends of the show.
Those two.
friends of the show. Yeah, the owner of the Oakland A's is the 5th wealthiest owner in baseball.
Yeah.
That's how
What?
it always is.
No way.
Isn't the
Overall,
Royals number
like,
Yeah.
1?
Yeah, Royals number 1. That's from Walmart money. Yeah, the Oakland A's owner is like top 5. 2, when there was a city referendum 2 years ago to build the A's a stadium, he asked for $325 million to help build a baseball-only stadium by the water. Oakland gave him $375 million and said that's not enough.
What?
Wow.
Completely just backed out of the deal, saying all I want is $325. Oakland gave him $350 million, or gave him $50 million more, and then reneged on the deal.
He did or
Toronto's-
they did?
If you look at the
He
if
did.
you look at the payroll,
Fuck, why?
the current payroll of the Oakland A's is lower than the 2006 Oakland A's.
And that was the money
That's
ball.
Billy
wasn't it?
Bean. That's Moneyball, yeah.
Well, I mean, for Christ's sakes, I mean, so they basically the owner had a plan to get the hell out of Oakland. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, of
Didn't they
course.
make the playoffs last year?
2 years ago, maybe.
It was
Or
definitely
they
2
were
years
running
ago.
in it. They were
Yeah.
deep in it in September. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I know this. They've got the fastest guy in baseball who, if he can stay healthy, is talked about as the next Ricky Henderson that could potentially break the record.
Oh, ain't
So-
no one be Ricky.
So
Ricky be
Well,
Ricky.
yeah, no one. Yeah.
Well, I'm saying
Or
if you
Vince
say
Coleman.
right, I know it's probably unbreakable, but
Esteury Ruiz.
yes, the guy's on pace to steal 84 bases, and he's a rookie or first year major leaguer. Last year in the minors, he stole 84 bases in like whatever minor 116 games. So they're and he's young too, but they're saying he's the next Ricky. He plays for Oakland, and I mean they have something.
If you're an owner of a sports team and you do have a commitment to be civic responsible,
These
How
guys are
can you do
businessmen. These are just businessmen. That's how they get to buy the shit to start with.
but here's baseball just posting attendances for the Oakland A's games, and it's like, well, if the owner's saying for 10 years, fuck off Oakland,
Yep.
every year, and kind of like hyping up the fans but not giving them what is expected. I mean, that's downright cruel. I mean, that is just really manipulation at its best.
Well, here's the problem. In my opinion, I hate Jerry Jones, so I'm using him. But I feel like all these owners want to be Jerry Jones, where it doesn't matter the product you put on the field. I own XYZ franchise. You should be buying my this, that, and the other, and I can just sit back in my happy suite and da 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 da.
But here's the thing about Jerry Jones. Jerry's never going to move the Cowboys.
Well, true. Yeah, that's
Jerry
That's fair.
builds $1 billion stadium
Yeah.
for the Cowboys. I'm sure he got some tax incentives and money and all that kind of crap. However, Jerry wants the brand. The Cowboys.
Yeah.
The Oakland A's
I
have
feel
got
like
a great tradition in
Yes.
history in Oakland.
dude, they had Tony La Russa baseball on fucking Sega.
Before that,
That
was-
they won 3
manager.
World Series in a row.
Mm-hmm.
You had Billy Martin coaching them in the 80s that made him respectable. Then you got the Tony La Russa A's. You've got Moneyball that made him competitive. You've got the longest winning streak in AL history, or in baseball history, I think.
Baseball. Mm-hmm.
And this guy is saying, fuck off.
Yep, I'm done with it. That's what
To bring it back full circle, to answer
To
your
hook up this
question-
weekend?
To answer your question, Palk. Yes, the answer to your question, Palk, is yes.
I forgot the question.
Oh, all right. I'll help you a little bit. Didn't the Golden Knights kind of start the process for
Oh,
teams
yes.
to move to Las Vegas? And the answer is yes, they did. They were kind of the guinea pig, I guess, for lack of a better phrase, to see if this transient town that is Las Vegas would actually be able to attract and maintain 18,000 fans. I think that's what there are, 14,000. It's between 14 and 18, I think, is what that arena holds.
Yeah.
And they have been. So I think they're seeing that. I think Oakland sees 14 to 18,000 in a baseball stadium and is licking their chops at that. I mean,
Yeah.
reminds me of the days going to my one time at Olympic Stadium in Montreal was fantastic. Me and my
Well,
6 buddies were the only 8 people in the whole place.
And then the
Well,
Raiders built the Death Star in Vegas.
Yeah, I mean the Raiders is working too. They got season tickets out there, and that's probably a lot of the metric is the season tickets. How many season tickets they can have, because
Right.
you're going to get those
We
folks
do.
that come into town and go week to week, or not week to week, but go 1 week and then they're gone.
Or
But,
sell their tickets on eBay
How many of
for
those tickets are
$10.
comps too? Like the casinos are going to pick those up.
And if you're a smart
Put the
owner,
brand
you
on
throw
them.
it to the casinos.
Hell
You know,
yeah.
you throw a couple
Absolutely.
10 to the casinos.
Mhm.
You throw a couple slot machines in there that you know.
Oh yeah,
are-
they're in the airport. They're in there. I
No,
guarantee
I think the stadium has a sporting book.
I'm sure.
oh yeah, it
and
does.
You
It does.
You can't
It
bet
does,
on.
yeah.
You
can't bet on the
on
Raiders.
Any Vegas
Yeah.
team, though. I don't think.
But that would be, who cares? I just think it's amazing nowadays, and everything you watch on sports, there is a commercial for sports betting now. which would have been absolutely unheard of 10 years
There's
ago.
FanDuel Sports Network now, which is
You
a
can't
radio
do 'em here
network.
still.
Dan Levitard is on
Yeah.
the DraftKings Network. That's my
Yeah.
shirt here, the DraftKings Network.
Oh, I thought it was Dick Kings.
Well, whatever.
Whatever. Tomato.
Oh, but you like the transition.
I'm wearing a beaver. Okay, so there you go.
we started with this team, the Diamond Kings, if we're going to be appropriate, with red, white, and blue, and then we go to all these tournaments and everybody's wearing red, white, and blue. So these are the new colors.
America.
Yeah,
Freedom.
that's, everyone's trying
Coors
to
Light, Tap Rock.
Freedom.
Exactly.
Freedom.
Yeah. So
And Locks is
we-
drinking the official beer of Kid Rock, of course, Light.
The first
I don't give a shit.
LBGQT company.
Friendly. He loves the gay people.
Speaking
I-
of gay people,
The gays.
yeah, no, I was going to say, speaking of gay people, Locks, I saw your cup. The Clemson Tigers, they're hosting a regional.
Whoa.
I'm sorry, what?
That was a
Current-
joke.
currently ranked number 3 in the country.
Yeah, I know.
Hey, Zach, you want to borrow this?
I'm kidding. No, seriously though, how many games they've won in a row?
16.
Team. Yeah.
Yeah.
They don't have the longest streak in the country, though. It's 18 currently by Oral Roberts University.
Speaking of blowjobs.
And speaking of,
Dude,
speaking of blowing it, Florida State, they had been in the NCAA tournament in a regional for 44 straight years. They hire a coach from Notre Dame who comes down and breaks the streak.
Snaps the streak in half.
That was crazy. I didn't realize that streak was that long.
But he's a
Yeah.
Florida State alum, though.
Yes,
He's a Florida State alum.
I understood why he left. It just in the moment is Notre Dame baseball has never been anything. It made no sense. Like
Those are details, though.
it,
Jeff.
yeah. but
That's diving
hold
into
on.
it.
Do you know who the current coach of Notre Dame is?
Stifler.
Holds.
Stifler.
Stifler. Yeah.
Sean Stifler from VCU.
I'm so excited about the baseball tournament, though. I really am. This college baseball tournament, I'm very excited about. Little League, no. But the college baseball
Just
tournament,
wait till August.
Well, no, wait till June 22nd, where the Diamond Kings go to the Dallas Deep South
World
Texas
Series.
wait. When Jay, send me those dates so I know when to nap. And turn off my phone.
Yeah.
I wish they would
It's a
stream them
turnaround.
live. So I would go to Tampa, make
I
sure
can't
they
wait
get
for like
TVs.
25 fucking messages.
We got moms that Facebook Live it. Just saying.
Well,
Ooh,
take
that's-
pictures of the moms. Give me something. I don't need to see
That's
little
true.
kids running around like
You know what?
maniacs.
You know what's surprising with the NCAA baseball tournament was I saw the ACC had some teams, but did anybody see how many teams the SEC had?
Well,
A
they're
lot
hosting-
of SEC teams.
Well,
Holy
well,
cow.
There is pretty much the whole damn conference.
All
they're
number
hosting
ones.
8. They're hosting 8 regionals. How many made it?
And there's
Well,
others
64, isn't it?
It's
64
pretty
teams.
impressive.
Yeah.
How about Army West Point in there also though too?
They squeaked in, but that's okay. That's
They
okay.
did.
Vandy
They did.
once again
It's
wins
cool.
the SEC. Typical.
The
story.
the team that jumped out at me only because they made it last year too and beat Texas was Dallas Baptist. They're-
Yeah.
Dallas Baptist has been on a 3-year run that's going
Yeah.
nuts.
Yeah.
Miami wins the ACC, right? Didn't they?
No, Clemson won it.
Oh, Clemson won the ACC. Okay, my fault. I thought Miami did.
Put some
Wait,
respect on
it wasn't Wake Forest, the number 1 seed overall.
They're
lost to
fucking
Miami.
good though, man.
They are so good.
Like, we got lucky to be
They
on that
couldn't
side of
hit.
the draw.
They couldn't hit in the game against Miami, and Miami hit. I mean, that's baseball, right?
That's
But no,
big.
seriously, how many of the is there 14 SEC teams?
There is.
They're all just number ones. So
Oh, here we go.
no, they are not one seeds. Is what I'm saying.
No, that's not true.
Okay, what's the other one? Tennessee, I guess.
Texas A&M's a 2. Tennessee's a 2.
Alabama, LSU, Florida, Auburn,
8 of them are
Vanderbilt.
hosting.
Yeah, they have 8 hosts and 10 altogether.
10 altogether. Okay.
Wild.
So who didn't make it?
Mississippi State, Ole Miss,
No shit.
Oh, they were in last place when Casey and I went to Starkville.
But
That was fun though.
hold on, how
was
do
a
you
great
go
weekend.
from Rowdy, whatever the fuck he is, to not making the tournament? Was his name was Rowdy, right? From state last year?
Sure.
Roddy Piper?
No, his name was Rowdy, wasn't it?
I thought, was that Tennessee? But you're probably right. I don't know.
No. By the way, Tennessee's little Drew
Tennessee.
Gilbert.
Eddie Lockett chimes in and says maybe my Hurricanes should go to Vegas so they can get a few hundred to show up at home games. When Miami's good,
maybe A-Rod can give him a few hundred blowjobs to get people in Hurricane games.
But no, you're thinking of Drew Gilbert with Tennessee, who I made fun of relentlessly when Notre Dame beat them to go to the World Series. And guess who's now the number one prospect in the Houston Astros organization, which includes the Corpus Christi Hooks? Drew Gilbert. Went and watched the game, cheered my ass off because that motherfucker hit a home run.
Rowdy Jordan.
Rowdy Jordan.
Yeah.
I wonder if Michael Jordan fathered him too.
He did. He looks just like him.
He looks
That's
just like him. You know,
full circle.
you know, MJ got the dick flying where he was at.
Tiger Woods ain't got nothing on him.
He ain't got shit on Mike. No one's got shit on Mike. LeBron's a sissy compared to Mike.
Speaking of LeBron's, there you go.
Oh, that is definitely Jordan's kid.
Looks just like Michael Jordan.
It's just in. Look at these links this kid's dropping
He's
tonight.
got the same ears. He's got the same
Look
ears.
at him. Look at him. Same smile. Yeah.
Teeth,
Kind of his eyes dilated like he's already high as shit.
skin tone.
That's Mike.
Well, I know you're JJ, you're not so much on Twitter. Locks, I know you're not at all, really.
Nope, never.
No, I get political on Twitter. I don't get sports on Twitter.
The back and forth between LeBron lovers and Michael Jordan lovers is hilarious.
I couldn't imagine.
It's not a discussion.
It's not.
It's not a discussion.
Have you heard Scottie Pippen is going in on Michael Jordan right now?
I saw that.
He's
I heard
going
that.
what? He's going nuts on Mike?
Yeah, he's saying he was one of the worst teammate. He is the worst teammate. He's one of the worst players because everything was one-on-one.
All right.
And he didn't like how he was portrayed in The Last Dance.
Well, because it was basically a Michael Jordan production.
And Michael Jordan was one of the one of the producers.
It is well known for years and years and years that Michael Jordan was a prick. I mean, he is an asshole. I mean, he is an absolute asshole. He still is an asshole. He's not gonna calm down the assholity.
Check out his Hall of Fame speech.
Love that word that you just made up.
Yes.
Assholity?
Dictionary.com's got to put that in this year.
Oh, okay, cool.
What about actual dictionary, y'all? Like a dictionary.
Dictionary, if you ever read it, it's fantastic.
Like big dictionary, like a book.
They still have those?
Do you have
I don't know. It's a question for the group.
You have the big girth edition?
Well,
Abridged and unabridged.
Unabridged.
When we get in trouble in grammar school, we'd have to read the dictionary for detention.
Wow.
But how often were they printing dictionaries? Because now you can actually daily change, like, for example, D's Nuts is now a part of dictionary.com.
It's true.
We had a D's weekend. We had a D's Nuts weekend just making the joke about D's. It was fantastic.
At the Scholastic Book Fair, I used to buy a dictionary every year. That and the Guinness Book of World Records.
Yes.
Right?
I had to know who had.
What
Those
kind of grades
two-
did you make in college? A, B, C, or D?
Who hasn't laughed at the two fat twins on the motor?
Every year, I had to see if they're still the world's heaviest twins.
fattest
The
twins.
world's heaviest
These
twins.
little mopeds. Like,
They were like 1,200 pounds together.
yeah,
Great.
tremendous.
And now they have a show called 600-Pound Sisters.
Yeah,
Or whatever the fuck it's
they're
called.
not
600-Pound Life.
They had a small thyroid problem.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
Not a goiter, it's
whatever.
just my chin.
What have you?
What have you? Hey, Palk, you weren't part of this discussion because you're a generation behind.
yeah.
Dave Matthews Band. Oh, that's a good look. Oh God, that's a lot of Golden Corral.
You're like
A lot of Golden Corral.
They call it corral.
I
They
didn't
call it corral.
Casey,
I
you're
didn't know
like
the
Jamie on the
Winston
Joe
Report.
Rogan show tonight. You're just
Oh
pulling him up.
Jesus, this is a
Just pulling him up.
It's so funny. I have to go into my downloads after each show that I do and
Oh,
delete
get
all. Delete all.
I didn't know the lead singer of Blues Travelers had a twin.
Oh my god.
Shit, oh, that son of a bitch shrunk his stomach.
He did.
Yeah, he did.
Hey.
He did.
He had to.
Dave Matthews is back, guys. Yeah, no, he's
Hey, dude, say it again.
Yes,
Say
yes.
it again. Say it one more time. Dave Matthews is back, right?
Dave Matthews is back.
Let's see Joe's reaction to the news of Dave Matthews.
Dave
being back.
Matthews is back. Ah, Joe.
Not impressed. He's not.
That
impressed.
is going to be a picture that's going to be used forever.
It's gonna stay here, and we're
Oh,
gonna,
this is the
Lord.
greatest.
we're gonna ask for Joe's reaction.
Hey,
on
does a
some-
family reunion. Hey,
Hey, how do you
I'm
feel, Joe? How
working
do
on
you,
the care package.
how do you feel about Diamond King's chances this weekend?
Well, you know what? We're not playing the Aztecs.
It wasn't a real question, pal.
No, hold on. A funny story though. So I'm telling
I hope
telling
it's
Royce
not like the last one.
that I was telling Royce, I was like, hey, I'm talking about your team and how you guys beat the Aztecs. And during the game, he called them the Idiot Techs. But just now, literally, before I got on the show, I told him, and he goes, "You know, me and Jackson were calling them the Aztecs." I was like, "What?" He goes, "Yeah, I was at shortstop, and he was at third base." And I was like,
Shit.
"Listen to mom. The moms are saying Aztecs, but they're the Aztecs." I'm like,
Well,
Hey, pal,
well played.
You
He's
need
a
to start taking
wordsmith.
pictures of the hot moms at the games instead of the goddamn kids.
you know what? I got some.
Don't tell me there's no hot moms.
No, I can send you. I'll send you. Tina went out with some moms, which that's a whole thing. Casey knows the story on that. But
Dude, we should do a calendar, a little league mom.
one of them was what's the word? Scantily
How
dressed.
much money we would make?
Oh God, especially in Pennsylvania during the Little League World Series, calendars of Little League moms.
Yeah, we made a Diamond
That would be
Kings calendar.
tremendous. Write that down as a moneymaker.
Yeah,
Besides their own bodies.
we made a Diamond Kings calendar. It's just the kids. I don't get
Hey
it.
kid, how many dads do you have? What? the one that sired me, or the
This
one
kinda
that lives with
Stuck in my
me?
head.
If I was real quick, I'd put it side by side.
Next week.
Next
I
week,
don't
I'll
know if
figure it out.
Mama's told me the real story yet.
All right, clowns. I gotta go. Y'all close the thing
Where
out.
you
I'm
going?
done.
Where the fuck you
What?
going? It's only
I gotta
52
go.
minutes.
I can't.